Laughter is the closest distance between two people. A day without laughter is a day wasted. Common sense and a sense of humour are the same thing, moving at different speeds. A sense of humour is just common sense dancing. There is a thin line that separates laughter and pain, comedy and tragedy, humour and hurt. Like a welcome summer rain, humour may suddenly cleanse and cool the earth, the air and you. Start every day off with a smile and get it over with. A person without a sense of humour is like a wagon without springs. It's jolted by every pebble on the road. I love people who make me laugh. I honestly think it's the thing I like most, to laugh. It cures a multitude of ills. It's probably the most important thing in a person. A sense of humour is needed armour. Joy in one's heart and some laughter on one's lips is a sign that the person deep down has a pretty good grasp of life. Good humour is a tonic for mind and body. It is the best antidote for anxiety and depression. It is a business asset. It attracts and keeps friends. It lightens human burdens. It is the direct route to serenity and contentment. I have seen what a laugh can do. It can transform almost unbearable tears into something bearable, even hopeful. Honest good humour is the oil and wine of a merry meeting, and there is no jovial companionship equal to that where the jokes are rather small and laughter abundant. I realise that humour isn't for everyone. It's only for people who want to have fun, enjoy life and feel alive. If you could choose one characteristic that would get you through life, choose a sense of humour. You may not be able to change a situation, but with humour you can change your attitude about it. It is the ability to take a joke, not make one, that proves you have a sense of humour. Humour has bailed me out of more tight situations than I can think of. If you go with your instincts and keep your humour, creativity follows. With luck, success comes too. A sense of humour is a major defence against minor troubles. Humour is one of the best ingredients of survival. Imagination was given to a man to compensate him for what he isn't. A sense of humour was provided to console him for what he is. You are not angry with people when you laugh at them. Humour teaches tolerance. One can never speak enough of the virtues, the dangers, the power of shared laughter. Humour is merely tragedy standing on its head with its pants torn. A sense of humour is the ability to understand a joke and that the joke is oneself. Smiling is definitely one of the best beauty remedies. If you have a good sense of humour and a good approach to life, that's beautiful. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humour, and some style. It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find the humour in our everyday lives, and sometimes it can be a lifesaver. People with a sense of humour tend to be less egocentric and more realistic in their view of the world, and more humble in moments of success and less defeated in times of travail. Sometimes in the most tragic situation, something just profoundly funny happens. This I conceive to be the chemical function of humour, to change the character of our thought. Humour does not diminish the pain, it makes the space around it get bigger. Humour is perhaps a sense of intellectual perspective, an awareness that some things are really important, others not, and that the two kinds are most oddly jumbled in everyday affairs. Humour is a serious thing. I like to think of it as one of our greatest, earliest natural resources, which must be preserved at all cost. The more I live, the more I think that humour is the saving sense. Humour is the instinct for taking pain playfully. Humour is an antidote to all ills. Humour, humility, and of course honesty, all are qualities that work in public and cultural diplomacy. Don't wish me happiness. I don't expect to be happy. It's gotten beyond that somehow. Wish me courage and strength and a sense of humour. I will need them all. Your attitude is like a box of crayons that colour your world. Constantly colour your picture grey and your picture will always be bleak. Try adding some bright colours to the picture by including humour and your picture begins to lighten. Humour is an affirmation of dignity, a declaration of man's superiority to all that befalls him. I could not tread these perilous paths in safety if I did not keep a saving sense of humour. Humour and laughter, not necessarily derogatory derision, are my pet tools. This may come from my general philosophy of never taking the world too seriously for fear of dying of boredom. Poop humour is fun. If you do the toilet scenes well and commit to them, they can be really powerful. Putting a little time aside for clean fun and good humour is very necessary to relieve the tensions of our time. It's good to be able to laugh at yourself and the problems you face in life. Sense of humour can save you. You've got to have a sense of humour to keep your sanity. Sometimes the only way to make palatable that which is appalling and apprehensive is to season it with some humour. Humour disarms people. It opens them up to starting a dialogue about things they wouldn't normally talk about. I don't understand how people who don't have a sense of humour get through life.